So I thought if we just look through each night and each channel, we'd see some opportunities for independent producers. So looking along there on Monday night on ABC, not much in the way of opportunities for independent producers because those are mostly in-house ABC shows, Australian Story, Four Corners, Media Watch, Q&A, Lateline. On SBS at 6 p.m, Letters and Numbers. Something like that is an opportunity, which is a very lo-fi show, but has been hugely popular all around the world. Maybe, you know, that's your thing, and you could start thinking of ideas for those kind of quiz shows, the way, you know, Andrew Denton has just recently with Randling. Network 7 is a network that has a lot of in-house production, development and production. All of those shows that they make that have been incredibly successful, like Packed to the Rafters, Winners and Losers, all of those Australian dramas have been developed and made in-house by Network 7. They only commission a very few dramas from outside producers. A few, but not very many. They have just started looking for half-hour comedies, and so there will be some openings with that. What we do at Matchbox, and what we've sort of learned over the time that we've been together, is where we need to put our energies a lot is into finding out what the networks want, and that's about developing relationships, and that's about finding the people in the networks who can talk to you about what they're looking for, and then just keeping on, meeting with them on a regular basis. So we have a couple of people from Matchbox who do that, and they're trying to they're meeting with people every week, but they're meeting some of the same people every 2 or 3 weeks, and just having a half hour, shooting the breeze, maybe testing them with a couple of ideas that we might have floating around, but mainly just trying to get intel about what are they looking for and why. The Australian TV market is incredibly competitive. It's one of the most competitive in the world, and so they're thinking all the time about what the opposition is doing, and then, you know, all of a sudden something comes along that just changes the game completely, like The Voice, and everybody goes, okay, now there's a whole new world, you know. Or Downton Abbey, when everybody said, oh, you know, period dramas can't work, and suddenly you've got a hugely popular period drama. Suddenly, oh, okay, maybe they do work. And so it, you know, they know what they want, but it's also quite a changing thing. So you, as the person trying to, you know, work on the ideas, has the resources of the internet to work out what's going on, what's changing, what's new, what possibilities are opening up. Another thing about Channel 7 is their kind of identity, and they have what they call a sort of 2x2 approach, which is that they are looking for shows that the whole family can watch together. So mum, dad and the 2 kids. So whatever show they're looking for, that's their first question. Can mum, dad and the kids sit down and watch it together? Somebody was telling me that they did some market research a few years ago and got people to associate each network with some symbol. And Channel 7 got associated with roast chicken. And apparently they've really taken that to heart, that when they're thinking about shows, they're thinking, you know, mum, dad and the kids are sitting down and watching this show, Packed to the Rafters, while they eat their roast chicken. Whereas Channel 9, on the other hand, is seen as more glossy and upmarket and, you know, expensive, more expensive than roast chicken. Channel 9 does buy in its drama and its documentaries and its factual programming, so there are opportunities there. They're a very conservative network, so they usually only use a small number of you know, recognised suppliers, I suppose. Channel 10, they show Homeland, they show The Good Wife. I don't know if you know these shows, but they're very well made, interesting political shows that are really worth watching. I started watching quite a lot more of Channel 10 once I knew I wanted to try and make a show with them. And that's that's really, really important part of the deal. You can't go into these networks and say, oh, well, I don't watch your channel. You've got to watch the channel. You've got to know what's going on. You've got to see, it's part of the exchange that you're going in there and knowing what's going well for them and what's going badly for them.